Howdy kitties, it's me King Human, and pay attention to this video because it's pretty important, and it's about China sourcing. And you gotta watch your ass when you go to places like Alibaba and Trade Key or whatever. There's a million of these China sourcing places now where you can supposedly go and buy cheap shit out of China, put it on eBay and make a bunch of money. The problem is, if you're buying name brand items, iPods, whatever, it's all counterfeit. China is the #1 source of counterfeit goods in the world. It's what they do best. Knock shit off. They'll buy one iPhone and they'll knock off, make clones of it. It'll have the logo, everything. You can't tell that it's not a real iPhone. So you gotta really be careful. And here's why I'm making this video. And I thought I've been talking about this forever, but evidently I haven't. I had one of my subscribers email me, say, King Human, please make a warning video about these China sourcing places, because I just bought a ton of iPods out of China. And they were really cheap. And then I was so happy I found such a cheap source for iPods. And I started selling them off of eBay. And after about a week, I started getting complaints and they shut down my email account for selling counterfeit crap. And you cannot tell these are not real iPods until you plug it in and go to the App Store or go to the whatever the hell it is, the Apple Store. And Apple says, this is bullshit. This isn't a real device. You're boned. So now this poor kid, he's got a ton of merchandise he can't sell because they're counterfeit. He goes back to the guy in China, and the guy in China says, screw you, kid. What did you expect? You can't buy an iPod for 40 bucks. A genuine one, new in the box. Are you an idiot? You stupid American, you. Yeah, that's what they're doing. Here's another example. Let me grab this thing here. And this is a big example here. SDHC cards. These are little flash media cards. I use them in my video cameras. People use them in their still cameras, whatever. If you can get these things for pennies on the dollar out of China. And this is a perfect item to sell on eBay. You would think. Why? Because it's small, which means it's easy to ship, and it's huge valuable. These things sell for a lot of money. The problem is, there's billion counterfeits, and they're all coming out of China. So what happens is, guys see that these things are selling for a lot of money on eBay. They go to Alibaba, and they look up SDHC cards, 32 gigabytes, class 10. And they see they can buy them for like 10 bucks a piece, and they're selling for 50 bucks, 60 bucks a piece on eBay. They think, oh, this is a slam dunk. So they order a shitload of these things. Brand name, Kingston's. Brand new in the package with serial numbers, the whole shit. And then they get them and they put them on eBay, and a week later they start getting their complaints, and then their account gets shut down for selling counterfeit crap. And the guys that buy these go, hey, what the fuck? I bought a 32 gigabyte card from you, and I can't even get 1 gigabyte on it. It's full of nothing but bad sectors. So you go back to the guy in China and say, hey, what the hell? I bought these things. They say brand new, Kingston, 32 gigabyte class 10 cards. And you can't even get 2 gigabytes on them. And the guy in China goes, what are you, stupid? You cannot buy a 32 gigabyte class 10 SDHC card for 10 bucks, you idiot American, you. And now you're boned. And in the meantime, your eBay account gets shut down. And if you import enough of these things, customs starts knocking on your door and saying, what the fuck? You're importing these Kingston brand cards and they're all counterfeit. We're coming after you. Yeah, it can happen. So, I can go on eBay right now and find a whole shitload of counterfeit SDHC cards because they're cheap. You're just not going to find them cheap anywhere. The other problem with these, you would think they're a good item to sell on eBay. They're not. And I'll tell you why. Because if you buy them from a legitimate wholesaler, the profit margin is so freaking low. By the time you paid for your eBay ad and your time and shipping and all that, your profit's gone. It's not worth doing. So there you go. Now, that doesn't mean you can't buy anything out of China. You can. But they have to be generic goods, not name brand goods. Are you listening? Don't buy name brand anything out of China. You're going to get burned. Now, here's an example of a generic item that has potential to make money. It's just an example. So don't rash out my ass on this. I'm just showing you something. Here, I bought these out of China for $2 a piece. Let me explain. It's a pin. In a case. Now, the thing about this pin, it's a 5-in-1 pin. It's got like an intensity lamp on the end of it that you can aim wherever you want. I can turn it on and you can see it lights up. So you can write at night. It's also got an ultraviolet black light on the end of it. So you can detect counterfeit currency with it. And it's also got a laser pointer. And then, of course, it's got the regular pin, and it's also got a stylus on the end of it for your PDA, whatever. These pins cost me about $2 a piece in the case with extra batteries out of China. Now, I have a wholesale catalog here. Let me show you. My nose itches. Here they are. Same exact item in my wholesale catalog for $6 a piece wholesale. Which means these things retail for $12 a piece. And you say, okay, King Human, big deal. What am I going to do with a little thing like that? You know how many of these things I got to sell to make a profit? I'm not going to be able to put this on eBay and make a dime. You're right. You're not. I mean, there are people selling this on eBay right now, and they're not making a dime with them. Because they're buying them for $2 a piece, whatever, and trying to sell them for $6 a piece, and they're not marketing them right. It's all about marketing. Now, if I were going to do this, and again, this is just an example of marketing and not doing what the other guys are doing. I look at this pin and I say, okay, who's my likely consumer for this pin? Immediately, I think about police who have to write in the dark, and I think about cocktail waitresses who are writing in the dark, and I can think of a million other people that would be interested in this. But to reach them, I have to market directly to them. So here's what I would do. I would put together a wholesale company that sells these. Because remember, this is a $2 item, my cost, shipping included. It gets to my door for $2 a piece, $2 a unit. I can double my money on this, sell it for $4 a piece, and still be under the wholesale price of these guys selling them. So what I would do is, I would bundle them together in 100 units, and I would advertise for sales reps in Craigslist all over the country, one in every state, one listing. And I would say, okay, we have a product, and we're going to put you on commission. You can make bank, but you got to produce. You're going to want to sell at least 5,000 of these pens a month. Now, what you guys don't realize is a sales rep can rep many, many items, not just yours. So this sales rep, if he's going to make an extra $500 a month with your item, he doesn't mind. He's not living off that $500 a month. He's got 500 other items that he's repping. So you want that kind of rep that can really send this thing and represent it around the country to, on a wholesale level. So this thing will be in stores, it'll be, marketed to police agencies, it'll be marketed in the restaurant sector, and what he'll do eventually is he'll find a distributor who will distribute these things. And you could set up a distributorship, and that guy will, make you bank. Again, I'm not going into detail about how to do all this stuff because I don't have time in a 10-minute video to do that. What I need you guys to do, Take some marketing classes in college. Learn some shit. That's how you take a $2 item and turn it into a $200,000 a year item. By learning this shit. Learn marketing. You know, think outside the box. You know, I mean, you don't have to go big with an item like this. You can go small. You can take this to a flea market or something and, you know, make a couple of $100 a weekend. Whatever. Think about how you could market something like this. My point isn't buy this pin and make money. My point is think differently. If you're going to go to China for sourcing products, don't buy name brand crap. Buy generic items like this that can't get you in trouble. And that's my lecture. So there you go, people. I hope I've helped somebody. And kid that bought the iPods, I'm so sorry. I wish you would have listened to the king, because I got a lot of crap in my head, and I'm not just saying it to hear my gums flap. I really know some shit. Anyway, alright guys, be good to each other, be good to somebody else, and I got 1,000,001 videos coming down the pike, but right now I gotta get ready to go back to Vegas again and make some money at the tables, because that's what I do. Sayonara.